So just like that, we're back on the streets, ladies and gentlemen. The drama is getting pretty hectic out there. The Call of Duty community, the Battlefield community, the cheating community. Apparently there's a community for cheaters as well, as you already know. So we're gonna be getting down to it. The homie Tim, the Tatman, catching a lot of heat right now, and more so than him, Call of Duty catching a lot of heat though. Everybody's like disliking the trailer, this, that, the other. Yeah, the Battlefield community chesting up right now. We gotta get down to it. Like the video if you just want a good damn game, bro. Simple, right? Like the video if you just want a good game. Dislike the video if you want a game like Black Ops 7. Let me show you what's going on. So first of all, let's actually catch up on that. Shout out to the homie Call of Shame Roller.
What you're looking at are two streamers, TimTheTatMan and Cloaksy, openly exploiting the game live on stream. Now, this isn't the first time he's done this.
No!
I caught him exploiting during the very first weekend of the beta, hiding inside a rock and shooting at enemy players. When you find glitches or bugs during a beta, the proper thing to do is report them to EA through their website. What you don't do is exploit them. Ruining...
Let's be real though, right? Let's be real, right? Suckers ain't gonna do that. Suckers gonna exploit it to the full potential, and I guess that's what the homie Tim is doing. But I'm not justifying it, okay? I'm not justifying it, because yeah, on paper it might be like, yeah, well, it's nothing, right? Nothing burger. But listen, he exploiting, so in other words, that falls under the definition of cheating. It's like saying that yo, a hooker got a heart of gold, so it's gonna be fine. I mean, bro, like, hooker is still gonna be hooking boys up and giving the heart of gold to everybody, which kind of defeats the purpose, okay?
People's games is not content. It's absolutely disgraceful. And people always give these larger creators a pass. Because if this was anyone else,
right.
I can promise you, they would be banned.
Yeah, true.
But this is unacceptable. Once again, these streamers are cheating. They're exploiting a bug to gain an unfair advantage to kill unsuspecting players. EA have to act on this, and I'm sure they will.
What'd you think? Big deal? Is this a big deal to you, or not necessarily a big deal? Again, like I explained, right? You know, a hooker with a heart of gold, if she's giving that heart of gold to everybody, then it's kind of pointless, right? So
it's things like this which really frustrate me.
I'm saying, I think you had to put it where you were just standing, bro.
Now, you can tell he has prior knowledge of this glitch.
Right.
He hasn't
He's
just
smart.
found it. So he is clearly setting out to exploit it. It's that simple. While everyone else is trying to play the objective, the streamers do what they do best. Cheat.
Yeah, that's it, Benny. And then apparently you had to break that thing above you. And I think you mount this. Does he
When EA sees this, they must be incredibly disappointed. Imagine paying for this guy to fly out and play your game early, only for him to come back home and exploit bugs and glitches, just to embarrass the developers. It's the same thing they pulled in Call of Duty.
Yeah, those boys and gals put in like how many? Almost like 4 years into making this game. Couple of streams in, definitely not the first stream, right? I was gonna say first stream in, the homie Tim, it sounds better, like it rolls off the tongue better, like first, they spent 4 years, and first stream in, the homie Tim actually cheats. Exploits the game like that. But a couple streams in, he goes insane, he goes crazy, he goes bozo.
But they soon get bored and try another glitch.
Side hop?
I want to come up here.
I think this is where we're supposed to be.
No, I think we're supposed to be here.
You're supposed to be playing the game on the ground, fighting like everyone else.
Man.
But these streamers don't care. They'd rather cheat and ruin the experience for everyone around them, as long as they get their content.
Nah, that's crazy, that's crazy.
What he's doing here is known as an aerial exploit, where he literally walks in the sky to kill players.
Now, he's not doing like the hardcore cheats, like the like the homie FAZE SWAGG, or like any other homies out there that actually does like those hardcore cheats, right? It doesn't, I don't think like the homie SWAGG does those hardcore ticks. He does tick, but I don't know if he does hardcore. You guys correct me if I'm wrong. I'm coming back to the cheating scene after a while, right? So not totally sure about that one, but yeah, a lot of streamers be installing VPNs, you know, little cronies and all that, foot pedals. What about foot pedals? So, do suckers still be using foot pedals or what?
Players from above.
I don't see them on
Edge. Right?
Nice.
Bro, I'm going to the skybox.
No, Tim,
look where I am.
where are you, bro? Why are you there?
No, there's no way you just...
Oh, fuck.
Wait, he's up here sniping.
Dane, look at me, look at me.
Oh my
I'm
God,
in the skybox. I'm in the fucking sky. I'm walking on the air.
Well, duh, no shit, Sherlock. You are cheating. You are exploiting the game. You are glitching.
Are you really?
How do we get over to them?
Oh my god, he is, bro.
There you go.
Nickmercs and Cloaksy have joined him, openly cheating live on stream. Now EA has been very clear about exploiting, and surely the rules must apply to everyone, including streamers. This is
true, like, definitely. I can, no, he's making a compelling point. Yeah, if any of you were doing something like that and you were caught, you would have been easy banned, right? So he's doing it live on stream. No hate to the homie Tim, though. I don't necessarily watch him, but whenever I do watch him, I enjoy my time. Like, he got a good personality. He does good. I wish him the best. I wish every one of you watching the best. And yeah, I mean, yeah, he shouldn't be doing that. Simple as that. Nobody should be doing that. But is this a big deal to yay or nay? I want to know your thoughts, though.
This is the legally binding terms of service.
Yeah, right? Like, when you look at it, yeah, might be haha funny, might not be a big deal, but officially, let's be real, definition, it does fall under the definition of cheating. And again, if it was any of you, you would have been banned. If it was me doing it, I would have been banned too. So simple.
No exploiting. Written into the rules in black and white.
Black and white.
They moved across the rooftops to a position above the enemy objective with one thing in mind: spoil the game.
One thing in mind.
We got a fucking problem.
In your Battlefield.
Yeah, 4 years of development, they had one thing in mind: destruction. Couple streams in, the only thing he had in mind: let's glitch. Let's destroy the game. He was like, let's destroy the game. They were like, yo, make sure you can destroy buildings within the game, not the game itself, though.
We have a problem.
We have one respawn person, one medic.
We're up here forever, bro. Wait, I think he's up here with us.
There were enemies up here. Dude, this is so crazy.
Man.
Dude, okay.
So yeah, he be getting that triple kill, right? Like, he be getting all them kills right now, not playing the objective. Battlefield community, that is a cardinal sin, right? Yeah, he's not playing the objective. Let me show you this real quick, though. Before I show you that, I gotta also shout out the homie Jean-Le-Francois for the 10. Shout out to the homie David for the 2 and the homie Matt for the 5. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, dropping the tips, this, that, the other. Thank you guys so much for all the love and supporting the channel. Appreciate it. Just wanted to quickly shout out. Now check this one out, okay? This is, I've never seen anything quite like this, bro. You know, we've seen worse. Or I shouldn't say we've seen worse. Okay, yeah, we've seen worse, but this is worse than worst. I don't think the community would have fallen, or not necessarily the community, but the game would have fallen, the franchise would have fallen this bad. The community is rising, in other words, fighting back, right? The community is like really fighting back. The community's out on them streets, as the kids would say nowadays, right? Beefing, and yeah, everybody looking like this in the Call of Duty community, bro. So what led to this moment? Let's find out. Shout out to the homie Nero. Roll.
Multiplayer reveal for Black Ops 7. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today is the day the multiplayer reveal for Black Ops 7. Is it any good? Did they make the game better? Are fans going to be hyped for this year's COD? The answer is no, man. My goodness, guys, I cannot begin to tell you how bad this marketing is.
Now, truth be told, this was more like a campaign trailer with clips of multiplayer within. And also, towards the end, we got clips of zombies, but it was mostly like the campaign trailer. But even I saw it, and usually a man has 2 heads, right? Bruh. But only one works when it sees a new Call of Duty trailer, and people lose their shit, people start, you know, creaming, pause, people are bricked up. But this time around, nobody's bricked up, though. Nobody, or majority is not bricked up, which is like, damn, like, ¿qué pasa? That's all I gotta say, like, ¿qué pasa? Like, what happened, Call of Duty? Usually you are very good with trailers. This time around, I mean, bro, they be losing everybody.
This might have been the most underwhelming, confusing, and lackluster Call of Duty reveal of all time, and I'm not joking, by the way. They royally messed up pretty much everything when it comes to marketing Black Ops 7. It's an absolute nightmare to sift through, but thankfully, I'm a YouTuber, and it's my job to bring you guys the news and let you know exactly what's going on. So, the big multiplayer reveal, right?
I guess YouTubers gonna be, Call of Duty YouTubers gonna be eating good, because there's gonna be, but how long the drama is gonna last, right? Like a month, 2 months, maybe till December. Or maybe it's gonna last all year long, and you know, yeah, actors and game Call of Duty YouTubers a lot of content, at least the ones that they never fly out, right? Yeah.
Gamescom, August 19th, the first game being shown. Well, that lasted all of about 8 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Like, the Gamescom reveal showed pretty much nothing. It was literally just a larger campaign.
And is it me, or you guys feel like the graphics looks like it seems like an amazing, well-polished mobile game, right?
Bruh.
That's how it feels like, an amazing, well-polished mobile game. The graphics, Black Ops 6 had better graphics. I don't know what happened. Like, yeah, what happened? I mean, graphics do not make the game, but like, you know, this should have been a step up. So,
Campaign trailer.
yeah, graphics are not everything, but still, bro, like, we're talking about a $1 trillion company, Microsoft, and a $1 billion company, Activision.
And then at the very end, these two people come out on stage to talk about the game. I figured, you know, maybe this would lead into something, you know, multiplayer details. But no, they sit there and just talk about the dark and gritty world of Black Ops 7, and it was incredibly awkward to watch. The audience had zero reaction to the trailer or to these guys coming on stage.
Same, like, I saw the trailer and it was like, bruh, normally, like, people are bricked up, but not after this one. And you cannot say dark and gritty and then have a unicorn fart in the game, bro. Like, dark and gritty and then unicorn farting in the game. Like, damn, what we talking, man?
It was almost like there was a please be quiet sign turned on at the event, because there was no reaction to anything COD related. It was so quiet that both of the presentation people started getting shaky while speaking on stage.
And their CEO, Emma Kagan, is a visionary leader with a clear mission, but how she chooses to confront this crisis is often at odds with David.
Yeah, he caught that and he was like, let me look in the camera real quick. You know, the homie, he went crazy too. But no, I'm not gonna make fun of her. Like, it might be because the game sucks, or it might be because the game sucks, or it might be because the game sucks. But okay, now jokes aside though, public speaking, people are terrified of public speaking. So yeah, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about the game here, so I'm not gonna be attacking the person. I'm gonna be more so attacking the contents of the game, which looks, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say trash, but like, bro, we're getting pretty close to it.
And his team. So it's not a battle of good versus evil, it's a clash of philosophies.
The reception to the trailer online wasn't much better either. The Gamescom chat was just spamming L's, Battlefield better, and asking them to skip Call of Duty entirely and move on to the next game. It was really freaking bad, and it was a massive disappointment, considering we had to wait until the end of summer for this reveal. Like, the kids are going back to school like next week in my area. We had to wait all summer for this, and they showed literally nothing. I was so confused. I even tweeted out, like, that was it? That's what we've been waiting for? But then the notifications started popping up from Charlie Intel, Modern Warzone, J-God was in there. Like, all the people that were flown out to Treyarch Studios suddenly started posting a ton of information.
I don't want to name any names, but I've seen so many Call of Duty YouTubers that were flown out say, yeah, the game is amazing, yay! And today, I'm seeing them even make videos. The reveal, they are saying that the Black Ops 7 reveal wasn't received well by the fans. Uh-oh, what went wrong? What went wrong? So Activision really tried to, you know, market this game through YouTubers. They said good things about the game, but yeah, it's not working on fans. And today, even the YouTubers that they paid flew out, this, that, the other. Even they're like, yeah, well, that escalated quickly. Well, game is, people not feeling it. You know, fans, that is insane, bro. Damn. What was the dislike ratio for Infinite Warfare? Infinite Warfare Zombies had a fan base for sure. But, and I guess like even Black Ops 7 Zombies gonna have a fan base to a certain degree. Let's find out, but yeah.
And about the Black Ops 7 multiplayer, I was thinking to myself, where is this information coming from? Like, I just watched the whole reveal, none of that was in there. Like, I know you guys were at Treyarch Studios last week, but why is the official COD Twitter not talking about this? Why didn't they mention any of this at Gamescom? Like, why are they not posting any of this stuff themselves? And then things started to get really freaking weird. Strap in, guys. We have a lot to go over here today. There are timestamps down there in the description, but I recommend watching the whole way through because I'm about to take you guys on a freaking journey. So directly after the absolute disappointment that was Gamescom, the official Call of Duty YouTube channel randomly dropped a video called Black Ops 7 Direct. You guys know Black Ops 7 Direct, right? That thing they've been hyping up for months, that thing that everybody knew about and knew was coming today? Yeah, none of us knew about this whatsoever. They didn't market it whatsoever, and it's about 17 minutes long, and the funniest thing is we still didn't really learn anything from it. They buried it underneath the trailer that they showed at Gamescom, so looking at the views right here, not only is it being cannibalized by that trailer, but it has less than half the views because nobody knew it was coming and nobody knows that they should even be looking for it. Now, before we get into what was revealed, I want to let you guys know just how bad of a state Black Ops 7 is in right now. The game is doing so poorly. They're so unsure of this game that they refuse to do any of their own marketing for it. You can find out more about the Black Ops 7 multiplayer in 5 tweets from Charlie Intel than you can the entire Black Ops 7 Direct or that god-awful Gamescom reveal. What they're essentially doing is letting the YouTubers they flew out to their studios do the marketing for them. And my suspicion...
And you know what's crazy is that YouTubers, for the most part, this is why I don't want to name any names, so for the most part, like, YouTubers were like, yeah, the game is looking good, but more so than that, more so than the fact that they were saying the game is looking amazing, I've seen more YouTubers talk about what they were told by the Activision, and then in return, fans are giving them flack. I'm not blaming the fans here, I'm not blaming the YouTubers here, because I understand the perspective of like some of the YouTubers, call them D-Riders or whatever you want, but they were flown out, right? And Activision told them, like, happy-go-lucky, like, whatever, hey, you know, this is gonna be dark and gritty, but Season 1, apparently we're hearing that Unicorn Fart's gonna come in, you know, BBC Bundle, that friendly BBC Online, you guys know, friendly BBC Online! So apparently information that we're hearing, Season 1, we're gonna be getting Butthead and Beavis, you know, all them skins gonna come into Black Ops 7, so there you have it, fellas, there you have it. But the point is, they told YouTubers, and these YouTubers are like messengers, right? So they're talking about what they were told, and in return, they're getting all the shit in the world, which is a little bit, which is funny. I'm not gonna lie, it's hilarious, but it's kind of sad at the same time too, right? It's genius on Activision, bro. Like, they just dropped the trailer, you know, then drop the Direct, and then, you know what, go pound saying we're gonna put these YouTubers in the crosshair. Let's put these YouTubers out there. Yeah, deal with it, guys, deal with it. We invited you though, now you gotta get all the shit for the game that we made.
Is this way they don't have to officially commit to one thing or another, and they can gather feedback from the community to see if they should move forward with certain ideas. That's the only way I can perceive this, because in my 14 years of covering this franchise, I have never seen a reveal go over this poorly or be handled this terribly. So in the Black Ops 7 Direct, which at the time of this video being recorded is being spammed with dislikes, they revealed some things about the Black Ops 7 campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. In the campaign section, I honestly was not paying too much attention. Like, I listened to it, but it was kind of like in one ear out the other. I was mostly reading actual news about the game's multiplayer since they refused to show any of it at Gamescom. But then my ears perked up when this came on. They started talking about the characters in the campaign, right? They're bringing back Michael Rooker, which is awesome. I like Michael Rooker quite a bit. But then they start talking about this new
Michael Hooker? No, Michael Rooker, my bad.
Character that's gonna be added to the squad. It was basically like,
Michael Rooker? Oh crap, okay.
A lady, and she's Samoan, and she's got this tragic backstory that gives basically like, so she's a lady and she's Samoan, and she's got this tragic backstory that gives her robot arms. I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'm already checked out. I don't care about this campaign. This is what they're doing, man. Like, this is what the Black Ops universe has essentially become. And the craziest part is I think a lot of people would actually really enjoy certain aspects of the campaign, but they barely touched on any of that whatsoever during the Direct. They revealed that you can level up your guns in the campaign. There's gonna be challenges in the campaign that'll tie to your player level, but that's pretty much all they said. And it turns out there's much more to the campaign that we end up finding out from YouTubers that were flown out to Treyarch. Like, again, this marketing's so freaking terrible. It turns out the campaign will literally have its own map.
You know what? Thinking out loud, right? If the game looked amazing, I'm talking not just the graphics, the resolution, I'm just talking in general, right? Like the content, like the quality of the game. If that was good and received well, let's just say like Battlefield 6, it doesn't matter if they marketed this much or not. It doesn't matter if they use YouTubers or not. Similar, extrapolate that further, use GTA 6 for this, right? I mean, GTA 6 is GTA 6, that's a different beast, but the idea is gonna be pretty much the same. If this game was received well, it doesn't matter, man. If they market or not market, people are gonna be like, oh my god, give me that. I want it right now. Pre-ordering now. Take my money. You know, yeah, people would have been saying that, but it doesn't matter how much they market or not market. If the game is trash, the game is trash. Simple as that.
Mastery camos. Yeah, freaking mastery camos, like a dark matter you can get in the campaign. But of course, they never officially said that in any of their marketing or anything like that. And they start talking about how it's going to be co-op and PvE, and there's going to be this big fight at the end they can do over and over. Just
yeah, look at that, bro. I don't know. Is it me or does it look like a well-polished mobile game? It looks like a mobile game, but a very good mobile game. I don't know if that's a compliment or or not a compliment, but looks like an amazing, well-polished mobile game, bro.
Why not officially market any of that? Like, why are you outsourcing your job to freaking YouTubers? It doesn't make any sense, man. Next up, when it comes to the multiplayer section of the Black Ops 7 Direct, we did learn a few things, but the devil is always in the details. And the details were not officially marketed by Activision whatsoever, but rather they're being tweeted about by content creators. Again, this thing is such a freaking mess, but in the Black Ops 7 Direct, they announced that the game is going to have 30 weapons, with 16 of them that have never been seen in COD before. They haven't been seen in COD before because they aren't real weapons. They're imaginary. They're in the future, right? But 30 weapons is criminally low, and thanks to Modern Warzone, we've learned that they're actually counting melee weapons as like actual weapons, you know? So let's be real here. Nobody cares about melee weapons besides these knives only, right? So essentially, Black Ops 7 will only have 28 weapons at launch, and that's counting pistols and launchers. Man, that's freaking terrible.
That's, yeah, so pistols and launcher. How many pistols we're getting? 2 minimum, right? Or maybe 3, 4? So we're down to 24 then. 2 launchers minimum, down to 22. 2 melee weapons minimum, now we're down to 20. What the hell? So 20 weapons, like, give or take, right? Give or take, like the ones that people are mostly gonna use, the ones that are gonna matter, right? Shotguns, ARs, submachines, snipers, LMGs, right? Yeah, it's cooked. It's over.
For context here, Black Ops 1 had 42 weapons at launch, and Black Ops 7, a game made 15 years later with like 10 times the budget and 5 times the developers, only has 28 weapons. I mean, gee, I wonder if they're going to be cutting content from the base game to package as DLC for the upcoming seasons.
Probably.
They would never do that, would they? Yeah, obviously it's what they're doing here. After that, they revealed Omni Movement, and guys, it looks like we were right. It's like a slightly dumbed down version of Black Ops 3 movement, man. Like, you can jump higher.
No, we were wrong, bro.
Than normal. You can wall run for a brief period of time. You can jump off of that wall and jump on.
I remember seeing the Charlie Intel's tweet because the ad campaign was leaked a day before the reveal. You know, like early on in the trailer where the guy was jumping. Yeah, and like right around here, you know, where the dudes are jumping. Everybody was like, yo, jump, boost jumping, right? Came back. Exo jumps came back. Charlie, until I remember seeing the tweet, they were saying that no, it's not that, we're gonna explain that tomorrow, which I don't care for the game, so I never really followed up that much, right? But we're checking out the video, but whatever.
Onto other walls like you could back in Black Ops 3, and I can't imagine what it's going to be like with skill-based matchmaking. Like, do you guys think your lobbies are sweaty right now? Just wait until half the team is wall running and double jumping, and the other half of the team is butt sliding. Like, it's gonna be so freaking bad. Weapon metas are also going to be crazy as well. We already have people with like 40,000 kills in Black Ops 6 with only the Amos and the Jackal. Well, in Black Ops 7, they're adding even more weapon prestige systems, meaning you can technically level up a gun to level 250. And on the one hand, new progression is typically a good thing, but on the flip side of things, players now have a reason to...
I'll just say, playing video games is fun. I'm always been a video game player, but when it comes to Call of Duty, dog, I rather level up my character in real life, prestige in real life, than prestige to 250 level for a gun. Not even real prestige, right? Well, oh my god, man. Yeah, guys, prestige in real life. And did you see this video though? If you have not seen, check it out. The stuff that she was caught doing, bro, insane. Check it out and I'll see you right there.